The world-famous Rose Bowl football stadium in Pasadena was to witness the culmination of this year's AMGEN Tour of California women's race, empowered with SRAM, the 11th event of the UCI Women's World Tour. Before they would get there though, the women's peloton would need to tackle another hilly 126-kilometre stage from Santa Clarita.
Juliet is riding really strong, Leah's riding really strong, Pernille's also riding really strong, and myself included, I think I'm riding also pretty well this week. So yeah, hopefully we can turn it around into a stage win today.
Try and go for the Queen of the Mountains again, and then we'll see how it goes. We didn't really come with a plan to do it, but we thought we'd see how it goes on the road, and it kind of went quite well, so we've decided to stick at it, and we're going to kind of stick with it to the end, I think. You know, we're not going to give up without a fight.
The state's characteristic wide roads hosted what was to be an extremely aggressive race, with large and dangerous attacks going from the gun. Trek Segafredo and Hagen's Berman Supermint were first to try their luck, and were followed by a series of further groups, all of which were increasingly difficult to control for race leader Anna van der Breggen's Boels Dolman's squad. Tibco Silicon Valley Bank rider Brody Chapman led one group, and having started the day less than 2 minutes down, even yellow jersey van der Breggen was forced to work on the front, helped by teammate, second-placed Katie Hall. Such aggression left a much reduced peloton at the front of the race as they tackled the day's only classified climb, the long and gruelling Angeles Forest Highway. But it was here yet another group escaped up the road. With that move also doomed, as the bunch closed in on the breakaway, CCC Liv's Paulina Royackers attacked and was followed by the ever-aggressive WNT Rota rider Katrin Hammes. The pair worked brilliantly together and soon built a lead in excess of 1 minute, entering the closing 50 kilometres, and as the road began to drop towards the finish in Pasadena. The pair were first onto a closing circuit of 5 kilometres, which circled the Rose Bowl Stadium and was ridden 3 times. Though by this time, the duo's lead was almost gone, Astana leading a small peloton behind. With 2 laps and 10 kilometres to go, and while some stragglers were 1 lap down, the duo was caught by the ever-aggressive Olga Zabalenskaya and Italian champion Marta Cavalli. With the race hotting up on the final circuit, they were caught and we were set for a bunch sprint. Liane Ganzar opened it up in the middle, but it was Elisa Balsamo who came round the outside, throwing her arms in the air, taking her first ever UCI Women's World Tour victory.
This is my first World Tour win and the first team World Tour win, so we are super happy. At the beginning the climb was long, so I didn't know if I can stay with the first group. But at the top I said, yes, I'm here, I can do my sprint.
Really good, I must say. Yeah, we had a tough day. It was not easy to win it. So yeah, when it's over and we had through 3 really good days, then it's really nice to get the jersey. It's the last day, so that's not a problem. We had a small team, so you have to do it yourself. And it was possible today also, because it's the last day and the finish was yeah, with the downhill and some laps over here. So I like to do something myself, but it was enough.
With the overall, a stage win and a second place, Anna van der Breggen adds the green points jersey to her yellow winner's one. Sunweb's Juliette Labousse was the race's best young rider, finishing 16th overall. And after a consistent week attacking the climbs, Astana's Colombian champion Blanca Liliana Moreno was the queen of the mountains. Cassia Niewiadoma and Oma Shapira both finished in the top 10, making Canyon SRAM the best team after 3 days racing. Astana's Arlenis Sierra took second place on the day, and it was a good stage for the North Americans, with Liane Ganzar in third, Chloe Dygart fourth, and Leah Kirschman fifth. Having finished safely in the leading bunch, Anna van der Breggen won the overall for a second time, her teammate Katie Hall second, and CCC Liv's Ashley Mumun-Pasio third. Annemiek van Vleuten continues to lead the overall standings of the UCI Women's World Tour, while her overall victory sees Anna van der Breggen move from 10th to 6th. In the UCI Women's World Tour Young Rider standings, Marta Cavalli has moved into top spot, with Juliette Labousse coming into the top 10 in 6th place.
Hey, it's a big emotion because in the past races of World Tour I had a great performance and it's okay for today.